Hi YouTube and welcome. If you read my blog earlier this week, you know that we'll be talking about how to pack light and carry on. Some of the misconceptions that people have when they're going on week-long trips is that they need to pack everything. That's not true. You don't need to check a bag. You can just get everything in the carry-on with the right planning and the right accessories. And I'm going to show you how to do some of that this week. The thing that I do is I plan everything out. I just lay everything out on my bed or on my table, and I decide, what do I really need, what's going to be at that friend's house that I'm staying at, or what's going to be available at the hotel. If I really need it, then I'll see if I can get it in the travel size, and we'll go more into detail about these in TSA travel restrictions later on in the video. Some of the other things I like to do, just to make sure that everything fits in that carry-on, and that's my goal. If it can't fit in the carry-on, it can't go on. If I'm going to stay for more than a week, then I'll consider packing a bag. Rolling your socks. This is something I learned in basic training. It allows you to pack tightly and just be able to conserve space. Same thing with your underwear. Guys, roll your underwear tightly. Jeans, same thing, roll them tightly. And fold as small as possible. So, with the new guidelines that the TSA has, they have the 3-1-1 rule. Liquids could be no more than about 3 ounces, and you only have 1 quart-size Ziploc bag per 1 person. So those are some things you also need to consider when you're packing. So how do we get around this? Travel size, everything. All the bottles that I have, they're travel size. For items that I own that I don't want to spend extra money on, I invested in a couple of bottles. This is from Swiss Army. It's the travel kit that they had. They had a bunch of different bottles like this, smaller pill containers, and I use these to put in like my shaving cream. I have a huge bottle of shaving cream. I just downsize and put some of these in there, and reuse. If you don't want to waste the money investing in these, reuse pill bottles. Of course, take the label off of them, and in here I have 7 days worth of dental plackers. I don't know if you can really see because of the lighting. Still working on that, by the way. I have travel size cologne, 1 razor that'll get me through a week. Got my tweezers, I've got my clippers. Travel size toothbrush. I don't take my full size home toothbrush at home because, again, it's temporary. If I want that nice, big, comfortable, motorized toothbrush that I have back in my bathroom at home, then I'll either buy it on the other side or I'll check a bag. But there's really no need to do that because, again, you're living out of a bag. You're essentially living out of a bag for a week. You don't need a huge laptop bag. If you're going on especially if you're going on vacation, why would you want to take a laptop on vacation? If you're going to that friend's house, they've probably got a laptop. Or if you're going to a hotel, there's a business center there where you can use a computer for free. But why would you need to, why would you need to have that inconvenience, so to speak? So what I do is anything I can do on my phone or on my tablet, I do that, just to check Facebook and YouTube updates for new subscribers. Make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. So that's what I use these items for. So what we're going to do right now is I'll just show you some ways that I roll some things and how I pack these bags. And the end state for this exercise will be to get 7 days worth of clothes into 1 carry-on bag. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to attempt to pack all this stuff into 1 carry-on bag. One thing I didn't mention that I did mention in the blog is, of course not, you're not going to be able to put over 7 days worth of clothes into a bag, but going on vacation especially, If you go into a souvenir shop, you know they always have those shirts, 5 for $20 or whatever. Grab you 4 of those. On the other side, boom, you got 4 shirts to wear. And they're also good souvenirs to take back for people. Yes, I do that. So if you ever get a shirt from me, more than likely I've worn it and I'm sending it to you. As you're packing your bag, you want to put your big bulky items, of course, in first, and then pack all of your smaller items in the nooks and crannies, in the wherever you can find space. So for me, I know that I'm going to have I'm going to try to go to a nice restaurant or maybe a bar or something. So I want to get some nice shoes. Take those shoes. Extra space. What am I going to do with those? I'm going to stuff those with socks. And underwear. I'm not going to keep you all on this whole video showing you how I pack my socks and underwear, so we're going to continue on. But after you get those packed in, you get your jeans and your other clothes and items. Stuff those in. Again, if you got something that you don't want to wrinkle, put that in the middle of everything, so that the stuff on the outside gets wrinkled and your good stuff doesn't. Got extra space. We'll start filling in the nooks and crannies. For your hygiene bags, I use 2. One filled with liquids and one non-filled with liquids. This is the one that TSA is going to want to look at. So you keep that on top and readily available. Let's go ahead and pack that up. And my non-liquid one. Let's go ahead and stuff that in. There you go. So, I've got my backpack, and it meets TSA and the airline's restrictions and regulations, but I still got extra pockets and I still got extra stuff. Some things I carry with me, I keep these in my pocket actually. Tylenol. I'll either have that in my pocket or in the bag on the outside. Same thing for hand sanitizer. And for your phone or your tablet, right there in that outside pouch. Because again, you're going to want to see that at the check gate. So, everything's all packed. I'm ready for a 7-day trip. Got everything I need. Anything I don't need stays at home. Anything I will need that won't fit inside this bag, I'll either get it at a hotel, I'll get it at that friend's house I'm going to be at, or I'll just find a way to do without it. Ladies, of course, you need your shampoo, you need your conditioner, you need your hair dryers. They have them at the hotels. You can borrow it from a friend. Just think about, as you're packing, what can I fit in this bag? If I can't fit in this bag, it shouldn't go. And that's the way you pack for a 7-day trip. Make sure you check out my blog. Leave me your comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do so. Invite your friends to subscribe, and we'll see you next week.